Well, my name is Himanshu Yadav. I'm alumni of ITM University. Now it's currently known as NCU. So I'm a 2017 batch pass out mechanical engineer. Currently, I'm working with Apollo Tyres Private Limited, and it's as a passenger vehicle territory in charge. Apart from this, I would like to say that when I entered into this tire industry, it was a brand new because I was previously working with other domains. So tire industry was completely new for me. So when I started with it, I got to realize that there is more to learn each and every time. So previously, before this, I'll tell something about myself. I was working with I started on campus with the on-campus placement in Express Roadways into marketing domain. It was a supply chain management where I learned about how logistic works, how everything, how we supply one, uh, like our material from one place to another, how to deal with the clients in every other part. After 6 months down the line, I went into a production company named as Sun Vacuum Formers Private Limited. I worked as a graduate engineer trainee, in which I learned about production, then quality management, then after that, six like few years, after few months, I wanted to learn something more into designing part. So I just went for a consulting firm in which I started learning different softwares on based on 2D platform. Like a, uh, it was a German-based software for me, Aries Commander, and afterwards into 3D segment, then flow simulation, and many more. By the time things gradually changed, and after working with the technical part, I gradually entered into the marketing domain. So I would like to now take you everyone to the tire industry, how it looked like from where it started basically until what level we like tire industry has evolved. So basically tire, what we understand by tire, when we say tire, so it's like a basic way of traveling from like commuting one load from one place to another. It carries load basically. So tires previously was they were invented in 18th century by 1888, and it was first invented by a German, like first invented by a Scottish man named as Robert William Thomson. And by the time, let me add, Robert William Thompson, and when he started working with it, so he he was not able to introduce this into the market, as there were certain reasons behind it, as it was not up to the mark that they can go for the production field. So once this was done, then there is a man in 1888 named John Boyd Dunlop. He invented the first pneumatic tire. Yeah. Why he did that? Because he saw one day that his 10-year-old son was struggling with his bicycle, price bicycle basically, while riding on the rough surfaces. So he realized that he's facing some issues regarding the shock and maintenance of this, like his body is getting affected by this. So by this, they invented a first pneumatic tire, and by like 31st October 1888, they started developing. They went for the patent of this, but somehow it was denied because of the first person who went for this, Robert William Thompson. Then, gradually with time, by 1982, the first company was started named as Dunlop Tires, and it was also known as second company was named as Dunlop Rubber. So gradually, starting from the pneumatic tire, the things have evolved, like from a wooden tire to a pneumatic tire, then with the bias and then radial and so on. The things were evolving with each time and time. So now the technology is like, firstly, there was a vulcanization process initially in which they used to vulcanize the natural rubber with the sulfur to make it in such a way that it will develop, it will be bit hard, so that can start moving on the and use moving on the roads, and you can they can use for carrying the loads from one place to another. And once this was done, then synthetic rubber was introduced in the market, and these were like introduced in 1920 in Bayer's laboratory, basically. And afterwards, once this was done, in 1946, first Michelin they developed the radial tire method, and basically at that time they bought a company named Petrosen in 1934, which was an automobile-based company, and they helped them to develop this tire in such a way that they introduced this radial tires into the market. So what about this? Like, if we talk about the application of the tires, there are different platforms. Like, we have lightweight vehicles, we have heavyweight vehicles, we have passenger car vehicles. So these are the diversions. We have industrial tires. So there are n platforms in which we'll talk about tires. So now I'll taking from here to the next level. Bit about the tire, basically what it is, like we can use and we are currently using. So there is synthetic rubber, and then afterwards we'll talk. There are natural rubbers. Then fabric came in, and afterwards wire was like we started using steel wires in the tires, and this is how we developed it. And then there is also composition of carbon black and different other chemical compounds. So I'll also show you a small PPT regarding this, that there is a big composition behind it. And then like in this all segment, tires like basically still in the locomotives, and like in locomotive segments we have metal tires. So this is how exactly there are in different ways, like tires are already like categorized. So now talking about the technology, so from a normal wooden block to a pneumatic tire. Pneumatic tire is basically, it's a tire like a rubber filled with the air. So when it was started, the vulcanization process previously I told you. So then this radial tire was involved, and with the radial tire there were again like few inventions were there. Now currently we are having the radial tires like tubeless ones, and now we are also working with the tires who are usually like air free. So I'll show you a small screen in which you will see how the technology is evolved. Because talking about and making you see, it was a complete difference. So like technology is involved in terms of like smart tires are coming in, which they are going to tell you about how this, like the tire will tell themselves that like, what is my tire pressure, till what level I'm touching to the ground, whether it's full or like in curved surface. And then they are coming with the 3D tires. 3D tires are like they're directly printing. The Michelin is working on this. Then there will be run flat tires. Then there will be electrical tires. So these are the upcoming technologies related to the electrical vehicle, which every tire company is trying to make. So before going into that, I'll show you like I'll tell you like at present there are n number of companies which are in the tire industry. Like if you talk about the competitors, there are Bridgestone, there is Michelin, there is Pirelli, there is MRF, there is Apollo tires, then there is Goodyear, there is like JK tires, and many more. And particularly talking about the India part, it's like there is more than 41 tire industries that are present in India. And in India itself, we are having more than 62 plants that are currently developing tires. And apart from this, I have read and I'll share the small data with you, in which in 2018-19 financial year, the tire industry itself developed a business of around 9 billion in the within the country, and it was 1.2 billion with the export. And afterwards, once this was done, then like gradually they are increasing with each and every year. So in India, the whole tire industry is sharing approximately 10 to 12% of the market, and they are evolving this with time. So once and if I talk about the employability rate, so tire industry is itself, like if I talk particularly about the Apollo company, like currently in which I'm working, we are having more than 20,000 people who are working with us right now in different domains. So with, like, if we combine whole together, there are more than like 2 lakh people who are working in the tire industry right now, or maybe more. So we are developing and we are working and giving employment to each and everyone at a large scale. Particularly, there is a one line, if I talk about, like I want to say about that tire industry. A tire looks like a very simple, like simple structure, but to be very honest, I'm very proud to say that this is one of the most complex structure which is present globally, because there are a number of things which are we are utilizing with technology, based on the designing, based on the composition, and based on like weight structure, and every part is there. So it is the most complex structure in this world globally. Like we have to develop it with the different technologies. So now I'm taking you with a small slide talking about the composition of this. See, here we go. I'll share my screen with you. So as everyone can see it, what is TAR? Basically, it's a flexible structure filled with compressed air, and it's like, what are the function of tires? Basically, it supports the load, and then transferring and braking traction forces, and changing and maintaining the direction of travel, and absorbing road shocks. So these are all the capabilities of tire, and how this capabilities are developed. There is a whole technology behind it. So we'll talk about the technology further. So here is the composition which I was talking about. As you can see, there is like steel wire 18% we are using, chemicals we are 14% using, synthetic rubber is there 9% of there, then silica and oils and natural rubber is 34%, and carbon black. So this is how a composition of tire is made, and there is a huge working and structure behind us. As you can see, there is a bit like tire construction, how it basically complies of. So this is a cross ply, which is also known as bias tire, and this is a radial tire, in which presently, like we say, the tubeless tires that are the latest ones in the market. So this is basically a difference. And talking about the advantages as of present now, the tires like having, because as the technology is developing, so there are few advantages with the technology. And what is that? Like basically, the current radial tires, they are having increased mileage, they are having increased fuel efficiency, and excellent comfort, and excellent traction and holding results, and then less punches are there. As sometimes when you drive and you get a puncture in your tire, if it's a tubeless tire, you don't even feel it. So this is how exactly the tire industry is emerging. So now, taking back to the technology part, so like many of people, like we think like why we have to go to the mechanical engineering and what is going to happen next. So there is a huge like change in the market, like technology is coming up in such a way that we have been talking about. So like I'll show you how this technology is evolved. So there is some glimpse from the net itself, which will make you understand there is how this things are changing. See, so here it is. Like we talk about the tire that charges your car while driving. So it's a Goodyear which is developing the tire, and like they have already developed it, but still for the market scenario they are working on it. In which while riding your car, like you are driving your car, it will work in such a way that that tire is going to generate electricity through the actions of the materials in the tire, and basically it will transform that energy created by the heat, and this is how it is going to work. So then it will come the Airflex non-pneumatic tires. Basically, there will be no air. You can see the structure over here, and in this, they like there are serious like rough designs are made, and it will be like very durable, hardness, test, stability. Everything is tested over here, and like you can see over here is that like spatially designing for electric cars, as electric cars are going to come up, and this is going to be the future. So with the like automobile segment, as the cars are getting modified and they are getting advanced, tires is also getting evolving, like industry is evolving with time. So there will be 3D printed ultra bio source, like basically the bio products like biodegradable source which are present in our like our surroundings. The Michelin company has a vision that they are working with it, and they will develop in future, like I'm still working to get a tire which is going to be like smart, enabling communication and rechargeable basically. So this is how exactly it is going to be working. Then there will be a moss covered tire that cleans the air. Basically, what this tire means about, it's like a photosynthesis process. Like while working on the road, so it will absorb the carbon dioxide and it will release the oxygen. So like you can think about it like being a tire, it will help in the environmental growth and cleanliness and safety, that it will absorb the like carbon dioxide in the market, like in our surroundings, and give the oxygen output. Now, the next technology which is coming up, like Goodyear Eagle 360 Run. So I'll show you a small video. You can see it, how this is going to work. So it will be a complete sphere, basically. I mean, it will be going to like complete sphere structure with a artificial intelligence built inside it, in which the tire will understand the whole surrounding, like weather conditions, whether it is like rainy season, it's summer, it's autumn, it's like wet, dry, whatever it is. So it will, like as you can see, it will come up like this inside the car, and it will like hole inside, and there will be a small part which is going to touch the ground, and it will just rotate in such a way, and this structure will the composition will observe the surroundings, whether it's dirt and water and everything, and it will work accordingly on this, as you can see over here. So the movement of this is going to be complete different. Just have a look on this. See here, it will show you the composition like wet conditions and smoothing threads for the dry conditions. So it will be like complete artificial intelligence, that how the tire is going to adapt that the surroundings, like whether it's whatever the condition it is, it will be working according to it only. So afterwards, moving further, so then there like we think that only tire industry is working with this, like, and we are the only person who are developing it. But as you can see, the next is going to become like space colonization. Basically, NASA have developed its own tire, like which like the tires are developed in for like withstand the Mars rocky terrains. Like they use their robots to work over there and other like things to settle down over there. So there are the tires that are being made by them. Now the tire that adapts weather conditions, like this is a continental based tire, so which is basically present in the market right now. Like it can work in any conditions, whether it's rough terrain or like light terrain or like normal smooth road or like dry conditions, snow or whatever it is. It will work in each and every terrain. Afterwards, like uh, if we show about like world's largest manufacturer, like we are talking about it. So see here, like Bridgestone is there from the Japan, like Michelin from the France, Goodyear, Continental, Pirelli, Hankook. like Yokohama, CST, MRF, and we have two major companies from India itself, MRF and Apollo Tires, who are in the world top 15, which are working currently right now. So this is how exactly it is. And apart from this, for the career prospects, innovations in everything is going for us. And being a mechanical engineer, I'll say I have learned a lot while coming into this, and it's an evergreen branch. Whatever we want to, like in any direction we want to go, we can go. And there is a huge learning. It totally depends upon us. Like being in a tire industry, people can work in the R&D. Like they can also go with the service sector. They can also go with the sales sector, and they can go for the rethreading part, like see how, like once tire is threaded up, they can, we can also use it for the rethreading purpose. And afterwards, as there is like so there will be always going to be new opportunities for us to learn in the mechanical domain. And once after graduating from my the IT university, I have learned a lot. I also developed new technologies related to bit of my previous company regarding design and everyone. And here in tech industry, I'm also looking forward for it, so that I can work with the closely with the new technologies and I'll get a chance. And the best part about the tire industry, we hire freshers in the starting. Like if we talk about our career perspective, we hire freshers in the starting, and freshers are for 1 year. They are going to be keep on rotating from one domain to another, whether it's R&D to like supply chain to sales to marketing to some innovation part or anything. So we keep on giving everyone a new experience in this market, so that uh, every person will they really want to work in. Apart from this, I would like to say, uh, like this university, what you are getting through, and you are planning to move in the IT university. It's like now it's North Cap University, so it's the best one. Because the professors and every person over here is very supportive, and they help me out a lot throughout my whole graduation part. Apart from this, this is a bit overview for the tire industry. And if somebody needs like do have any question, they can put up in the like chat box, so I'll reply to them. So please discuss how you get into company that you're currently working. We like finally as soon get into industry sessions. Okay, Sambhav Dalal. Yeah. Sambhav, basically I started like do, yeah, tire industry. Like if I talk about particularly Apollo, so Apollo do hires like the freshers. And freshers, like in terms of GET, so basically we can they put them into the like production part, starting with it. And then afterwards, once they are going to understand what the technical aspects of tires, and they are used to it, then gradually within the first year, or like by 1 or 2 year, they will start moving person from one domain to another, and so that a person can understand the basics of each and every domain. And furtherwards, they will be like able to understand in which domain exactly they want to work in. And the company also assess the capability of a person itself, that how it is going to work, like for like which domain that person completely suits in. So yeah, it helps. Like for me particularly, I was working like I previously had an experience of different industries, and majorly I was into marketing domain. So I got into this like as with this like sales and marketing for the like territory in charge for the passenger vehicles. So hope if you need any further help with me, you can directly contact me on my number. I'll share it with you guys. Request all to questions to take to the questions and how you got the placement. Request all to ask the question to you to take the questions and how you got the placement. Like about my placement, if I talk about, I have previously told I got a on-campus placement with Express Roadways, a private limited, and then from there I switched into uh, hardcore mechanical domain in the production field. Then afterwards, I worked with a consulting company for 1.5 year with the tech part and the like marketing part both. From there, I just moved on like last November itself in this Apollo Tires Limited. So apart from this, like yeah, they do hire freshers. So if you need any help, I'll be definitely helping you out, whatever the best I can do for you in terms of placements. Apart from this, any questions from anyone? Yes, like do I think mechanical engineering good for a career? Firstly, mechanical engineering I personally feel is best for a career. Why it is best? Because my friends, like if I talk about my batch complete, so people from my domain, like being a mechanical engineer, they worked in each and every industry. They're currently working in each and every industry, whether it's IT, whether it's mechanical core, whether it's mechanical related to marketing, whether it's related to service, whether it's related to any other sector, electrical also, even people are there, and everybody is there, like from mechanical domain to each and every. And being a mechanical engineer, I personally say that I have learned a lot in different domains, starting with this marketing part, then I entered into the production part, then the quality part, then the paint part, and after this, I started with the technical designing. Like I did used to design different parts of cars and like machines in my previous company, and then I started with the marketing of my like softwares and other like software solutions basically, or design solutions related. So once that was done, once that was done, then I entered into this Apollo Tires. Like this is how exactly it is. So can you please connect us to HR? The interested one can send them. See, initially this company, like any tire industry, they hire on campus, and on campus they are majorly, we can go through the university. They can go directly to the, like they can talk to their HRs, so that they can, if they are like willing to come, and they will come to our university. So it's totally based on our this like like management of our university to them. So company will directly, definitely, if they feel that your children are very interested, like to work with them, so definitely they will come and hire us. Okay, now next question is again Sambhav. What do you think about pursuing MS from abroad? See, pursuing MS from abroad. See, I'm also working side by side on my MS, and I recently got offer letter from RWTH Aachen University from Germany itself. So I'm further looking for it. Side by side, you can definitely prepare for it, but I personally suggest, like while going for MS, you should first, like you should start working, like at least work for 2 to 3 years in the industry, so that you can understand where and how you want to pursue your MS, and like which domain exactly you want to pursue your MS. That would be really helpful for you in future. And once you have experience, then definitely like universities do consider it, and there is a huge value for this afterwards once you're completing with it. Dipanshu, it totally depends upon your choice that you want to work. आपको directly काम करना है या फिर आपको MTech करनी है. And but as of now, particularly I will say that आपको अगर experience लेना, आप experience लीजिए market से, वो ज़्यादा better है. Because मैंने देखा है जो बच्चे mostly like BTech के बाद directly MTech करते हैं, so afterwards एक्सपेक्टेशंस एक आपको एमटेक करने के बाद थोड़ी हाई हो जाती है इन टर्म्स ऑफ, इफ आई ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग, अगर मैं मनी के बेसिस पे भी बात करूँ, अर्निंग्स के बेसिस पे, तो वो हाई होती है, बट समटाइम्स यू विल नॉट गेट पेड अप टू दैट लेवल, आपको नहीं मिलता उससे. बट आफ्टर लर्निंग, लाइक आफ्टर वर्किंग विद द इंडस्ट्री, आपको इंडस्ट्री कैसे काम करती है, कैसे इवॉल्व है टेक्नोलॉजीज, कैसे कैसे क्या चेंजेस आ रहे हैं. एंड एमटेक में बेसिकली इट्स ऑल अबाउट योर प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस, हैंड्स ऑन एक्सपीरियंस. सो व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू डू, वो सारा आपका हैंड्स ऑन होगा. जो भी न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी जो आप मार्केट से सीखेंगे, समझेंगे, वो आपको समझ में आएगा कि हाँ मुझे एमटेक किस चीज में करनी है, कौन से डोमेन में करनी है. वो आपके लिए काफी हेल्पफुल होगा. दिस इज व्हाट like I have observed, and this is what like market says right now. भाई अगर तेरे को आईआईटी में मिलती है तो श्योर भाई बिल्कुल जा, कोई मना ही नहीं है उस चीज की। बट आईआईटी वाले भी लाइक दो, आई पर्सनली से मेरा खुद का एक्सपीरियंस है, मेरे भैया आईआईटी कानपुर से, वो एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है उनके पास ड्यू टू जॉब, एंड ही इज लाइक परस्यूइंग पीएचडी राइट नाउ। एंड इफ सम इन बिटवीन ही फेल्ट लाइक कि उन्हें काम करना चाहिए, बट ड्यू टू दिस कि मेरे पास एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है मार्केट का, तो थोड़ा बहुत इश्यूज होते हैं। यस, क्वेश्चंस आर विजिबल टू मी आर्यन, यू कैन आस्क मी एनीथिंग। तो पर्टिकुलरली भाई दीपांशु, मैं तो ये बोलूंगा आप थोड़ा सा मार्केट का एक्सपीरियंस लीजिए। एमटेक यू कैन डू एनी टाइम, बट या इफ यू आर गेटिंग अपॉर्चुनिटी फ्रॉम आईआईटी तो डेफिनेटली यू शुड गो फॉर इट। एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस आर्यन? You're most welcome, bhai. And if you need any help further, you can also I'll drop my number in the end. You can text me, and I'll always help you. जैसा भी मेरे से जितना भी बन पड़ेगा। Apart from this, any other further questions, please बताइए मेरे को। भाई my salary package, Aryan, that's a bit personal, but yeah. Honestly, initially लोग कहते हैं कि mechanical, being a mechanical engineer, you earn less, but that is, to be very honest, is a myth. It totally depends upon your caliber right now. So आप जितना अच्छा काम करेंगे, जितनी जल्दी करेंगे, and भाई honestly बताऊं, initially after graduating, don't think about the salary. To be very honest, because market is all about learning. यहाँ पे आके आपको ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको कोई सिखाएगा, किसी भी इंडस्ट्री में चले जाओ आपको कोई नहीं सिखाएगा, आपको खुद सीखना पड़ेगा। इट्स योर लाइक आपकी खुद की विल, आपकी चाहत कि भैया मुझे ये सीखना है, मुझे ऐसे करना है, मेरे को आगे बढ़ना है, तो उन चीजों पे डिपेंड करता है। सैलरी पैकेज, आई एम अर्निंग गुड इनफ राइट नाउ, दैट्स सफिशिएंट टू टेल। सर, you just mentioned that you also work with an advisory firm. Can you please share the kind of job profile? Okay, so yes, Varnit, I worked with the consulting firm. Like correct. So it was more sort of designing basically. Designing as in I used to design. I earlier told you. Like we have AutoCAD or like 2D software for that, and then the 3D we have Siemens products. Then flow simulation, like flow analysis, and many more. Afterwards, I used to like started with the marketing part of this, like giving the technical solutions. I used to minimize the company running cost, like whatever the कोई भी कंपनी आपकी जो इनिशियल कॉस्ट लगाती है, कोई भी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्लांट या कोई भी इंडस्ट्री हो, लाइक बेसिकली मेजर इनटू मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेगमेंट, तो जो आपका इनिशियल कॉस्ट ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट लगता था, हम उसको मिनिमाइज करते थे और प्रोडक्शन को कैसे इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ डिजाइन। कि अगर आपकी कोई रनिंग चल रही है, लाइक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इज गोइंग ऑन, हाउ वी कैन इंक्रीज द स्पीड, एंड कोई भी सर्टेन छोटी से भी चेंजेस ला सकते हैं हम डिजाइन में विद द मशीन्स और लाइक विद द प्रोसेस और एनीथिंग, तो उसमें कितना बेनिफिट हो सकता है आपको, तो हम उन चीजों पे काम करते थे। सो इट वाज मोर प्रिसाइजली हेल्पिंग दैम। And Sambhav is saying like I've got an offer letter from University of Waterloo. Sure, should I go? Do you have any friends working there? And please don't worry. Okay. So sorry, brother, I just took your name, but yeah, it's good. Like if you got a letter from Canadian University, then definitely if you're going for the bachelor's, then you can look forward to it. Yeah, I do have my friends in Canada itself. They're working on it. They're working over there for the masters, and yeah, I'll definitely help you out in this, whatever it is going to be. If and I'll looking forward to you. आपने तो मेरा change कर दिया, मैं कर दिया। Aryan, I'm glad that anyhow I helped you out. I'm very glad that I just help you out with this thinking of yours, because भाई मैं भी पहले यही सोचता था ऑनेस्टली कि सैलरी सैलरी सैलरी, बट वंस मैं जब एंटर किया मार्केट में तो मैंने खुद देखा, लाइक एग्जांपल के तौर पे अपना खुद का एग्जांपल देता हूँ। व्हेन आई जॉइंड एक्सप्रेस रोडवेज, सो मेरा था मतलब 3.5 का पैकेज था, and afterwards, after 6 months, I was feeling like this is not going to work. Like this is not what I am looking for. Just a second. Hello. Yeah, sorry, there was a bit interference. So I started with the 3.5, and afterwards I came into my production domain. So it was like 15,000 for me, to be very honest. So I've never looked for money. So what, like, my family is also saying me again and again. Everybody who is considered, like, who really like is important for me, they always told me one thing, that you should more focus about learning. And जितना ज़्यादा मैं learn कर पाया आज, उसी पे है कि that I'm working with the MNC right now. Like इनिशियली, एज आई अर्लियर टोल्ड यू, इनिशियली होता है कि आपको सिर्फ 2 साल से 3 साल ले लीजिए मैक्सिमम, कि लगता है कि हाँ भाई मैं कुछ नहीं कमा रहा है, कुछ भी नहीं है मेरे पास, बट ग्रेजुअली विद टाइम यू विल अर्न अ लॉट। भाई बहुत कमाओगे, एंड कोई उसकी लिमिट नहीं है। बस इनोवेशंस जितनी रहेंगी, कि जितना आपका हार्डवर्क रहेगा, इट टोटली डिपेंड्स अपॉन दैट। सो नेक्स्ट, yes, agar suddenly this webinar disconnects, then you can join it again on the same link. Uh, I'm betraying Institute. No, no. Okay. You share the consulting company name if that's okay. See, many of the consulting companies name Vernet do come in the at the time of placement. So like consulting firms, if we talk about Big Four, we have Deloitte, we have EY, and the KPMG, Orange. Many other companies are there. Like on our campus, Deloitte is coming up, and EY also do comes. So there is like you can go for the any company for those depending upon. I'm going to be working in yeah, there is a company with Vikaswa Engineering, and to be very honest, Sambhav, this company is very good. Like gradually for the initial start, they have different domains, like for the tech part and for marketing domains and everybody. So they work in the vast field, and they do offer you opportunities to go abroad. Like unka with time, if you really work hard, many of my friends were there who worked in Vegaswa, and they are still working with Vegaswa. So they do went out for trips, like official trips, and work because of their hard work and dedication towards their work. So it's a very good start company. There are many options that come for the mechanical part, and like eventually Insu is working very hard with this, and children are getting different many opportunities with like in mechanical domain space. So yeah, Vigaswa is a good company. You should definitely work with it, and it's a really good start. Any other questions, please? I believe everybody is. दीपांशु समझ नहीं आया आप क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं। Dipanshu, initially कोई भी company student से like at the time of campus placement if I talk about, तो हर companies के अपने criteria होते हैं, and वो उस criteria में fulfill करते हैं, then you have to go with the different rounds, and afterwards initially आपसे कोई कुछ expect नहीं करता, and सिर्फ इतना expect करते हैं that you should like be loyal to your work, and you should keep on learning things, and कहीं पे भी अगर आप रुक जाओगे बीच में, तो definitely things will be hard for you. So this is how exactly what a company expects from a student. Like क्योंकि उनका hiring process होता है, then they will go with you for like they will put you into training or course, so that you will understand the basic of like everything, and how their process works, and in which domain you are going to work. तो उन सब चीज़ों पे डिपेंड करता है, एंड इतना इनिशियली आपको टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है। इनिशियली सब कुछ अच्छा होगा, बट जस्ट फोकस अबाउट लर्निंग। Sure, Sambhav, I'll share my number with you. You will definitely get it, and you can stay connected with me anytime. But you Deloitte and all kinds of jobs reduce the kind of profile there. See, Deloitte is a completely different firm. It's a consulting firm, and yeah, like my friends are working in Deloitte as a risk analyst. So there is a one domain in which which is anyhow connected with the mechanical engineering. So and it totally depends upon the individual in which domain they want to work in. So yes, Deloitte do offers kind of jobs like you want to work in. Any other questions? So Anmol sir, like are we done? Like any other questions? I guess everybody is cleared. Like if they need any help, I'll get back to them personally.
Yeah. So anyone else has any query? So I guess no one has a query. So I really thank you, Himanshu, for this informative session.
Sure.
And also, I hope the students have already cleared their queries, and also this would be beneficial for them.
Yes, sir, sure.
So
Thank you, sir. Thank you for
thank you
giving
very
me
much.
this opportunity so that I will be like connecting with this. And next time, sure, if you need any help, I'll be there for you, for each and everyone. And I'll share my number over here so you can contact me directly. And to be very honest, my life with the NCO is the best part. And I have learned a lot. Like every professor, even it's assistant and assistant sirs, like with in our labs, everybody is so humble and so sincere towards their work and helping us in each and every domain. So guys, please work on and जितना भी आपसे हो सके आप करिए. And मेरे 4 साल बेस्ट रहे हैं एनसीयू के साथ. To be very honest, I have learned a lot. There were few failures in my life that came up, and every professor in my like during my mechanical engineering helped me out with each and everything. So definitely, thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity.